being me, don't be mad at me. You ain't gon' that's blasphemy. I know the guys gon' for me. Louis V pouch at capacity. They can't make this in a factory. God just blessed me with it naturally. Green light, but we still wake up, broke, that's blasphemy. Forecast.
Where you get it?
Forecast. Used to play Dream Cash. Forecast. Who eating less DoorDash? Forecast. Since I was sick, flying first class, I'm birds, but it took bird bath. No yellow brick road, I had a dirt pad. That's my she gon' tell you I'm a dirt bag. Into the paper since PC had WordPad. Tables might turn, but I still gotta serve that. Made the wrong step, might end up with a toe tag. Boy, being broke ain't even in my vocab. Making big moves like Big Mama. Javinci shirt spent 600. Make it rain on them all summer. Baby, go and get that rent money. She just came back from Amsterdam. See the big jam. All see the cash. Waving, never give it. Just be mad at me. You ain't gon' that's blasphemy. I know the guys gon' for me. Louis V pouch at capacity. They can't make this in a factory. God just blessed me with it naturally. Green light, but we still wake up broke, that's blasphemy. Forecast.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. It's the Chicago Bulls facing the Houston Rockets. Here's Green, and it's Green slamming it down.
If that doesn't belong in the dunk contest, then I don't know what. That is an impressive finish there by Green.
From deep, Jordan. Şengün with the rebound. Jordan with the steal. Green with the ball. Now defended by Şengün. Here's Thompson. Nice move. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Outside Oakley. Left side Jordan. Shot clock at 6. And the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Houston moving the ball around. And that one's good. Green.
Look, I don't care if Green is shooting from outside or in the paint close. This man finds a way.
Outside, Green. Kicks it out to Jordan. Rockets with the rebound.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And the wide open shot from Green. Off target from outside. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Jordan. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. That doesn't go either for Green. Jordan up top. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Number 40.
Outside, Green. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Green's got 7.
Continuing to improve that three-point shot. Green hits this one.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Oakley. And here is Macy. Lets the 3 fly. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Kicks it out to Van Vliet. And here's Thompson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Rockets leading by 3. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Here's Şengün. Thompson right side. Just 5 to shoot.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. A shot by Jordan, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling
in
this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Here's Holton. Count it, good.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good bets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
.36 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Gervin on the wing. No scoring in this one.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Here's Green. Pass to Whitmore. Rebounded by Corzine. Gervin outside. Off target at the rim. And the foul on George Gervin. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. This is his first free throw of the game. And so he hits both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
And so it's Houston in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Rockets.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Right side Banks. It's stolen by Eason. Here's Smith. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Oh, love the determination Smith showed there, refusing to let the contact alter his shot.
Corzine with it. Here's Green. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Rockets leading by 11. Pass to Smith. Houston moving the ball around. And good that time. Şengün's got his second basket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now, here's Şengün. This is the most they've led by, 13 points.
Oh, BTA.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Chicago calls timeout.
You finna quit? What you finna do?
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Outside Banks. Over Smith. Banks, no good.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Pass to Eason. Holiday, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. Now Green, covered by Smith. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the board.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got 6 points.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
For three, Paxson. It's rebounded by Şengün. And here's Houston. They've got an 8-0 run. Back to Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And showing some fearlessness there. Smith doesn't mind getting hit while taking the shot.
Both teams will make substitutions. So he gets them both. Chicago calls timeout.
Run it.
And the Rockets making a change here. Bulls trail by 19. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Rockets.
Thompson is double. On the wing, Green. That one falls. 10 points for him.
He can get it down off the dribble or off the catch. Green is just a flat-out shooter.
And Thompson sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. They get a hand on it. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Out to Brooks. Takes the three. And falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
And Brooks needs to keep taking and making those jumpers. It's only going to help his confidence.
And the Bulls with another miss.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Here's Thompson. He hangs. And that's 2 points on the layup.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Jordan. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And the Bulls making a change here. Pass to Oakley. Macy with it. Shoots over Van Vliet. They grab their own miss. Here's Green. It's Gervin on the wing. And again, unable to change momentum here. And Thompson sends it back. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Ulrich. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the league. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alfie said success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on
what is
moves,
he
I've always
doing?
said. Here's Brooks. Thompson inside, and he makes good on the layup. And it's 6 points from Amen Thompson.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
We gotta get some rebounds.
And it's Green with the jam.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
To the paint. The second effort. They shoot again. Here's Smith. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Right side, Jordan. And yes, it's good. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Rockets ahead. Delivering the blowout. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
What you say?
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Chicago calls timeout.
And he hasn't gotten anything to go. You can see the frustration mounting as a result. His team, not in great shape either.
Sorry for the lack of content.
I wanna be with you. Money up, okay, you match my vibe. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you.
We got another game for a week. You feel me? I'm gonna pause this stream. I ain't gonna end
It's
it.
rice and gravy down here, man. Everything is rice and gravy. No, not gravy, gravy.
Hey, who you getting,
Down
Ruben?
here, you either going to Rice Street
How you
or you
coming?
going to Grady.
Damn, 105 wins and
Drop top,
105
I'm behind the
losses.
wheel. No, for real.
You
Count
don't
what
forget that,
$100 bill. No, for real. On my ops, they just want to chill. No, for real. If we get caught, we don't squeal. No, for real. Every time I drop a tape, it come with a golden seal. Other acting fake. No, I'm so for real. Other fake, but I'ma let it go for real. For real. The slave. Quality moccasins, we rock. Day I went shopping. Daxing when the tape dropping. It ain't hard to tell you. They ain't popping. Overweight. Weight watching. Pull the play fake option. I'ma play the whole game like it ain't no rules. Wide awake. YSL boat shoes. It's a mystery, but ain't no clues. Ain't free. That's why I charge whatever I so choose. Hey, I'm the only. Yo, I be mad.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce.
Let's have a ball here.
Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one, too, assuming his countryman, Victor Wembanyama, doesn't start taking the reins.
Dort with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. The shot by Dort, no good.
You just gotta shoot that.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The shot by Dort, no good.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And the basket by Gobert.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Edwards can't hit. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Over Conley. Randall pulls down the board.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. The shot won't fall. Great D that time from Holmgren. And now we go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Mark Dagnall.
He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
First team foul. Timberwolves substitution. Number 9.
And here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Hartenstein. Second shot opportunity. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Back to Edwards.
2 minutes.
Down low. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one drops for him.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Here's Edwards. Second chance shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Minnesota making a change here. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Poke loose. DiVincenzo with the steal. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. Here's Edwards. Sweet little floater. Edwards got 5 points.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
Oh, and Reed with a block. To the paint. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Bruh, give it
and
to
the lob
Sid.
disrupted. Not to be. we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's good.
Terrific play by Edwards. Moves like this are what makes him so much fun to watch.
And Edwards slams it in.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
The kick out to Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And here's Edwards outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Williams with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6. Minnesota leading by 9. To the inside. Reed. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Williams. Nifty move. Count it. Good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter. Stand back in your early coaching days, what was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice. Pass to Randall. Now Reed. Randall outside. Now here's DiVincenzo. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Caruso, right side. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves lead by 11. Inside. Oh! Easy 2 for Gobert.
Nice play by Gobert, taking it up strong and daring people to stop him.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Here's Shannon. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And that one is hammered home.
Well, Conley is a consummate team player. He loves to get other guys good shots.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
Yeah, a guy with Conley's consistency is trouble inside. Those high percentage looks are often effortless for him.
Pass to Hartenstein. Lets the three fly. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit. But size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Minnesota leading by 13. Outside Edwards.
Oh, Edwards bringing the heat. And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hang it up there like that. To the inside. Hartenstein. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And that one falls for Hartenstein. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. To the paint. Edwards, no good. Thunder trail by 12. And it's Dort off the drive. And a nice finish on the layup.
A wrecking ball through the lane. Lou Dort, one strong dude.
Here's Edwards cutting inside. For three, Randall. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Holmgren. Wallace outside. Here's Hartenstein. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Here's Edwards. Pass to Randall. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Julius Randle. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Randall drops them both.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
And so it's Minnesota going into the break up 12. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be back in a moment. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Thunder trail by 12. Stolen by Conley. The kick out to Edwards. To the middle. Gobert. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
Outside Edwards. And it's off from three-point range. Down low. The focus from Holmgren there.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Outside Edwards. 4-3. Good work defensively by Dort.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
It's blocked by Gobert. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Oklahoma City shooting their 2nd attempt at the line tonight. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. To the middle. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow. Julius Randall. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Here's Williams. It's blocked by Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Some solid defense from Edwards.
Bro, what?
The Timberwolves lead by 12. Out to the wing. For three, Randall drills it from deep. Randall's got 9 points.
When you have Randall on your team, he'll space out that floor.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Edwards for three. Gets the three ball to go. 14 points for him.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And it's Clark on the take. Outside for Randall. Back to Edwards. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Pass to DiVincenzo. And here's Randall. Dort with a steal. Here's Holmgren. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
Randall outside. Back to Edwards. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder trail by 14. Here's Williams. Oh, and Reed with a block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. 1:11 left in the third. Wallace's shot is good.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. It's good! Edwards, what strength!
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Pass to Williams. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Naz Reid. Oklahoma City shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks. This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Clark outside. 2 on the clock. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digit.
47.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Minnesota leading by 12. Here's Minot. Pass to DiVincenzo. Stolen by Wiggins. Here's Wallace. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Minnesota with the ball. Now here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Stan, when you look at the history of undrafted players, few have been as impactful as Alex Caruso.
And you have to love the way he's done it, Brian. Grinded his way through the G League, won a championship, and now he's a first-team all-defense guy. Quite a story.
Pass to Garza. Outside, Alexander Walker. Clark outside. 3-pointer. No good. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 11. That one goes. Count it.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Back to DiVincenzo. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And he drops the first.
Second team foul. Shooting for Minnesota.
And he can't hit the second. Thunder trail by 12. Dort for 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. The Timberwolves lead by 11. And stolen by Caruso. Oh, they get a hand on it. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And, of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
And so Gobert nails both of them. And Nikhil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense.
The Thunder with another miss.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Heavy hammer.
First, find a way you ain't surf. Looking all hurt. Funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse. Woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep. Everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops. Wonder where I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Cognac bezel with the ticker on rocks. Big side, tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level on. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 and a so silly. Yeah, 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 yeah. When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rat. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and need both lanes. Got a dollar to his name, but he all gang. But you all on my when I find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his get burned. Your boy got when the light got turned. Got his when the boy won't learn. Big shorty when the block gets shurned. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my but I ain't them nerd like I get a like yeah.
I'm a long way from hearing the crowds cheering my name. Be the talk of the town, but it's all in the work, so I'm doing it now. Yeah, I'm in the lab when no one's around. It's only me at the gym, I feel like the janitor. It's only me in the stew, I feel like the janitor. When all the lights are dim, I'm like the janitor. For all the work I do, I'm like the janitor. Everyone else punched the clock, even though I was in first. They at the crib, got one leg up, but it's me winning like dirt. Y'all at the beach, sand on your feet, claim you came from dirt. But I'm still putting in work. Yeah, I'm still putting in work. Janitor time. Janitor time.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Welcome to New York, home court advantage for the Knicks. Yes, that goes in. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the Spurs. Fox feeling it out a bit. It's rebounded by New York. Hart with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Fox. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
That's some lightning speed right there as Fox earns himself a trip to the line.
And, you know, De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off of him. But now that he has that step-back three, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
Here's Fox. OG Anunoby making his last shot. Pass to Barnes. Six to shoot. Here's Wembanyama. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And a deep three from Fox. A new 14-second shot clock for San Antonio. Here's Castle. And a miss there on the triple.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
To the left side wing. Bridges up top. Brunson outside. Shoots from the elbow. Good as the jump shot falls.
Making the defense look hopeless. Brunson so clever with his ball handle.
Here's Fox. And that one, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Anunoby. Here's Vassell. Rebounded by Hart. New York trailing. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Now, Brunson. Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. Back to Brunson. Takes a 3. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. The Spurs making a switch here. 1:03 left to play here in the first. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Wembanyama. He has 6. Johnson outside. Pass to Sohan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good D by Anunoby.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Here's Brunson. San Antonio with the rebound. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Paul's shot is off. The Knicks with the lead. Brunson outside. Over Sohan. And it's Brunson missing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Oh my God.
Paul's shot is off. Doesn't get it to drop for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. New York ahead, up by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them. You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And so it's New York with it. Baseline try. McBride's shot is off.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Paul. Champagnie. Basket counts.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
And there's the call on Precious Achiuwa. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Kicks it out to Paul. Driving in. Back to Fox. For three. It's rebounded by New York. Pass to Payne. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. San Antonio trailing here. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at them now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Pass to Paul. Launches it. It's good from long range. Paul's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
From deep, Paul doesn't hold back when pulling the trigger, especially when he sees the chance.
Over to the wing. Dadier's shot is off. And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. Here's Sohan. Here's Johnson. Shoots over Achiuwa. A pass to Fox. Takes it off the glass. Fox has got 6.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Robinson with it. Defended by Sohan. Payne with it. And here is Achiuwa. Shot clock at 5. Here's McBride. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. San Antonio leading. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldrin.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. And with his speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with, no question. EA thanks. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And they get it. Here's Towns. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Towns has got his first basket.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Wembanyama. And contact down the shot. So he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Towns. Blocked again.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
They double team Wembanyama. Paul outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
New York moving the ball around. From 12 feet out. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs leading by 4. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby. With the matchup issues he creates, I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And so it's San Antonio with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Wembanyama's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for San Antonio. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Up and in on the layup.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
The kick out to Barnes. The jump hook. Pass to Castle. Back to Wembanyama. Over Hart. Wembanyama, no good. Knicks trailed by 6. Outside, Towns. Brunson scanning the floor. Just 5 on the clock. Got a hand on it.
The defensive instincts on full display. Vassell using his length to reject the shot.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Trains the three-pointer. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 9 now for San Antonio. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
Using that lateral quickness, Fox is really tough to shake off as a defender.
Barnes left side. Pass to Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. He trains it from the right block. And now it's an 11-point San Antonio lead.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Bridges. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Well, Bridges isn't the biggest guy, but he is a fighter.
Richard, one thing you don't see Mikal Bridges do is miss games. He is always out there.
I think it would take a lot to make him sit out of a game. He is committed to being there for his team. It's so impressive.
Pass to Castle. Vassell wide open. No good with the triple. And it's Towns penetrating. That one falls.
Just so fluid with the ball in his hands. Towns capable of driving right around you.
Vassell outside. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Vassell's got himself on the board with 3 there. On the wing, Bridges. Brunson outside. Looking to end his cold spell. San Antonio with the rebound. Pass to Castle. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And when he's firing from out there, you know Castle is feeling it.
Hart with it. Now guarded by Fox. Now here's Brunson. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Barnes outside. And he can't jam it through. Knicks trail by 13. Brunson, left side. What touch from Brunson.
Amazing floater from Brunson. He continues to show how dangerous he can be.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Both teams will make substitutions. We've got 1:08 left in the third. Here's Paul. Pass to Wembanyama. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. .58 seconds left to play in the third. Knocks it loose. Here's McBride. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to Branham. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama, a screen. Paul for three. San Antonio again missing. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Yep, that one goes in there. Haynes got his second basket of the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Wow. Bucket is good.
In the paint, Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
Here's McBride. Got it. Good job in the low post. McBride's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game. A three from Wembanyama. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They played the
Spurs 38.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Spurs leading by 7. Now Paul puts the move on, and he sinks the layup.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Payne can't hit. And here is Fox. Johnson wide open. He fires. No good on the three. To the inside. A nice shot by Gautier.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Here's Paul. A pass to Fox. Kicks it out to Paul. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's Brunson driving the lane. Off target at the rim. Spurs leading by 7. Passing, no good.
Spurs foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Spurs
Here's Brunson.
Number 5. Stephen Castle.
Nice move. Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him. Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for him.
Outside, Towns. Now, here's Hart. And they recover it. Poked away. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Pass to Castle. Johnson from outside. Nix with the rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for Rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And the Spurs making a change here. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said, that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. On T. Brunson, Wembanyama with the rebound. Vassell left side. Over to the left wing. There's a good screen. And here's Barnes for three. Doesn't go that time. Pass to Anunoby. In the corner, it's Bridges. Five on the clock. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. On T. Brunson. Spurs leading by 7. Fox with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Back to Vassell. To the middle. Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Towns. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game, because this one looks a bit out of reach.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Wembanyama looking it over. Over Towns. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
The quick look, no good that time. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Let's go! Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this one.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game.
Another win.
Brunson outside.
Another win. Another win.
So it's the Spurs now.
Step.
13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Vassell. It's good. And so it's San Antonio with the win.
Another win. Come on. That's how you do it. Another win, chat. I'm going to pause the broadcast for just a second. 1 second.
Middleman, let me see your hands to bring you outside in my land. I've been with
Man, we play hella games.
hanging out the window, let it for the right price. That's my right hand man. We out in Shibuya, outside in Japan. Stripes running on me like Kruger. What's it to yo? Introduce you to my new. Let me see your hands to bring you outside in my land. I've been with hanging out the window, let it.
Welcome to the live Big Fella Talk Show. Oh yeah, and I'm Big Fella. Hold up, you know I got a little fella with me, cameraman, man, and ugly fella. And you know.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table. And Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Now here's Holiday. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, such a gritty player. Holiday fights for two there inside.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked him about the star power that they're up against tonight, and he said, quote, I'm not worried about the highlight reel plays. I'm worried about the relentless nature of that team over there. And the ringleader is Drew Holiday. He plays every possession on both ends of the floor.
Thank you for that, Allie. And it's rejected. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. From deep, Reeves. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And here are the Celtics. Tatum with it. Hachimura covering. The kick out to White. For three. Here's Porzingis. Outside White. Back to Porzingis. That one falls.
I love whenever Porzingis hits the offensive boards. He has the height needed to hurt defenses in this regard.
And here's Doncic outside. Boston pulls it in. Tatum inside. Crafty move. White on the wing. The kick to Tatum. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. On offense, here are the Lakers. Still without a basket in the game. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Now here's Holiday. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. And Doncic launches from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Using that change of pace off the dribble, Doncic gets the shots he wants.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Pass to Brown. Outside Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. The teardrop. James with the rebound. Lakers trail by 4. Outside Reeves. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Brown. White with it. Picked up by James. Now Holiday. From the arc. Another miss by Holiday. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Boston making a switch here.
Let me hear you.
1:43 left in the first quarter here. Fires it. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Doncic has got 5 now.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, Coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Now here's White. Nice move. And the layup is good. White got his second basket of the game.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Lakers. And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. 6-point game. Another miss by Doncic.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Brown. And he makes it.
As they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Here's Doncic, following the bucket by the Celtics.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
With 4 on the clock, Porzingis misses. And so it's Boston finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back with you shortly. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Yeah, the moment Horford has the rock down low, good night. I mean, just too many moves from the vet.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win. That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range. Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's Tatum. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Gabe Vincent. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Lakers trail by 13. And stolen by Porzingis. Look at Tatum using his length.
The unique perspective of a big. Porzingis has great awareness and the ability to easily find the open man.
Doncic's shot is good.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Clock at 4. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Doncic throwing his weight around.
Oh my, tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Celtics lead by 11. To the inside. Porzingis. Good on the bucket.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Boston making a switch here. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. The kick out to White. Lots of room. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Outside Reeves. Porzingis grabs the board.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Kick out to Brown. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Again, the miss by Boston.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday, fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength.
Whoa! Are you kidding me, LeBron?
Knifing to the rim with such power. Watching LeBron on the attack is so much fun.
Outside Tatum. They kick it out to Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Lakers trail by 13. And it's James inside.
And that's where LeBron loves to operate. Close to the bucket in the high percentage area.
Here's Holiday. And here's Brown for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Brown's got 5.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
And the muscle LeBron has helps him on these physical finishes, just bouncing off the defense.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the contest. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
James with the focus.
Well, you got to love how aggressive he is. Consistently looking to get past his defender and finish at the rim.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his first foul.
Second team.
Horford outside. They get it back. Second chance shot. Pass to Holiday. Here's Porzingis. Hachimura covering. Another shot. What a finish from Porzingis.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
They get it back. Here's Hachimura. Doncic with it. Now guarded by White. 6 on the shot clock. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Porzingis. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Boston Celtics. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be back in a moment. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. JT to the hole. Oh, misses the dunk.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
The shot by James, no good. Celtics lead by 13. Outside Porzingis. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Now Tatum driving to the basket, and he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
It's not surprising to see Tatum taking over offensively. I mean, he's capable of doing this on a nightly basis. What a pass and what a slam. Tatum finishing off a pretty alley-oop. Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Los Angeles shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
The kick to Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Over Hayes. Tatum with it. Hachimura covering. A nice shot by Tatum.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
Hachimura outside. And here's Doncic outside. And Los Angeles another three.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Shot clock at 6. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. There's Tatum with the 3. Rebounded by LeBron. Lakers trail by 14. The open shot by Reeves. And there's another one for the Lakers. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
For someone with his scoring numbers, it's remarkable James still makes time to set others up.
Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum. Over Hachimura. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. So both teams changing it up here. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Here comes LeBron. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. James has got 13.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy. But a rally like this is how you do it.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Boston shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here's Brown. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Brown. He's got 5. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Celtics lead by 12.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's James. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Yeah, no doubt about it. LeBron is in attack mode tonight. He's looking to score every time he touches the ball.
Pass to Hauser. Back to Pritchard. Pulls up at the elbow. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots, and you build the lead.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. Lakers trail by 10. Here's Reeves. Brown with some nice D. Pass to Cornette. The shake. Brown gets the inside finish.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Left side, Vanderbilt. Misses the 3. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Boston out in front, up by 12.
The Celtics, 53.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter. Stranger things have happened. Doncic up top. Over Craig. Vincent outside. Clock at 6. Here's Doncic. Ooh, rejected by Horford.
The great positioning, the 7'1" wingspan. That combination makes Horford a dangerous shot blocker.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics?
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Inside, Craig. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Tossing the pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Looking to get it going. And it's Doncic on the drive. And that one good.
And how about the handles Luka has? Phenomenal at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
Celtics lead by 15. Here's Horford. On the wing, Tatum. With the drive. Oh,
yeah, quick. He has, yeah.
leaving with no L's. I'm cruising in my lane. I'm trying to get my deal before my EDD run out. I ain't saying if they ain't talking about them out. Be like on the shade room. YBS Quinn, that's the that make the trade bloom. For real, can't wait for my to hit. That's it. YBS way too hot for all this. We lit. Young by me, speaking that fact. Oh, I'm the voice. On my end, can't turn my back. Never had no choice.
Ya llegó el fin de semana, prendas de marca italiana. Voy a pistear con la plebada y nunca me llega sana. A veces, pero siempre de Marruecos es el y ella es sudamericana. Va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 teca. Va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 teca. Va a venir toda a sacarnos como lo de. Va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 teca. Va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 teca. Va a romper la disco, la. Va a romper la disco, la. Va a romper la disco, la. Contra la puerta y cerró el show. Me vuelve loco bailando el dembow. No es de la calle, but baby, you know. Siempre estoy y ella te lo. Vamos pa' encima cambiando de clima. Tú estás aquí, tú solo en China. Yo sé que tú no tienes disciplina. Si vamos a hacer algo traje. Como me mira, súper picante como de Argentina. Cara de modelo, cuerpo de asesina, divina. Tiene 10 cargos encima. Va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 teca. Va a romper la discoteca, teca.
We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Trains the three-pointer. Should be a lot of great ball movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
That's his first personal foul.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. RJ, last season, LeBron passed 40,000 career points. Do you think we'll ever see someone get even close to that number again?
Probably not, Kevin. Not in my lifetime. You have to understand, you're going to have to score 25 points a game for 20-plus seasons to even have a chance. LeBron, he's 101.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after Luka Doncic's bucket on the wing. Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pass to Dort. Count it.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
First quarter, just over a minute played. And here is Doncic. Nifty move. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the left rim and out. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Now Holmgren. 4 on the shot clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Los Angeles ball.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Reeves drives in.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to LeBron. Williams with the block. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the lane. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain him.
Lakers trailed by 4. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Great D that time from James.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Inside, Hayes. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Now Reeves. After Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 5. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Pass to Hayes. Here's LeBron. And James throws it down hard.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
51 seconds left here in the first quarter. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers trail by 4. Here's LeBron. Out to Doncic. Driving the lane. And the dunk by Doncic.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening, and he just explodes on the drive.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. James in the post. On the wing, Reeves. Doncic outside. Kicks it out to James. 4 seconds left. Fires for 3. And that's good. Luka Doncic for 3. Doncic has got 7 points in the game. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Lakers. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
To the middle, and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The 10-footer. Takes it from 10. That shot off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Reeves outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. Reeves outside. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. And Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Reeves outside. Up top, Hachimura. He has yet to score. And the shot goes down. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
They grab their own miss. Here's Finney-Smith. Can't cash in from close range. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Oklahoma City. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Ball is up on top. On the wing, Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. On the wing, Williams. Fires the three. The shot comes out.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Finney-Smith. Good D by Mitchell.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Wallace, good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
Here's Connect. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. As a junior college product, Dalton Connect, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program, then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee, and there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points this quarter.
And he knew the contact was coming. How about that by SGA to take the hit and finish?
Pass to Vincent. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Thunder leading by 3. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense, because of that ability to score.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. And the Lakers with possession here. And it's good when it's off the key. Back to Doncic. Doncic very comfortable down low.
Creating space. Doncic will move defenders around.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. LeBron with the block.
A versatile, talented defender, LeBron excels at using his athleticism and length to block so many shots.
35 seconds left now here in the second. And there's the defensive 3-second call. For Los Angeles, they have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Jacks up a 3. The Thunder pull it in.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 13.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Under foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, rock solid 79%.
At the line for Los Angeles.
All free throws good from Doncic. Five seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and that's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16 points.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 4-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. They get the rebound. The kick out to Williams. Here's Holmgren. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein.
That was okay, let's say that was an odd play. You don't see missed connections like that too often.
Takes a step back. Floats one up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The Thunder with another miss. The Lakers trail. For the lead, here's LeBron. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's now 6 points for LeBron.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Doncic with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Here's Hachimura. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. 16 feet away. Drained for 2 points. Now it's a 3-point Thunder lead.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Second team.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Holmgren with the block.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
Coming into the floor, the Lakers. Number 17.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Here's Doncic. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Thunder leading by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Six on the shot clock. Ferocious swat. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. A different look for Oklahoma City.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Los Angeles. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Reeves outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Looking for a breather. And maybe just one or two things to talk about. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes it off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Back to James. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And when you think of LeBron, his competitive spirit is, to me, the first thing that comes to mind. All this guy wants to do is win all the time.
The Thunder leading by 4. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. .46 seconds left to play in the third. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. To the paint. Here's Finney-Smith. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish. Okay, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Both teams deciding to change it up. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. To the right side. Back to Reeves. Clock at 6. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Substitution on the court.
And here now the Thunder. Here's Caruso. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points.
36.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Leading by 5. Wallace misses. Down low. Here's LeBron. LeBron going to work inside.
Look, the moment he gets anywhere near the hoop, look, it is over. Just too much strength, too much touch, either hand.
Here's Mitchell, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Rui Hachimura picks one up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Not perfect, but that opens this up to a two-possession lead.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get out. And once that happens, well, he is almost unguardable.
Pass to Mitchell. Six to shoot. Williams with the ball. Over Hayes. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Williams has got his first points of the game.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
And that one, good.
And inside, Luka knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. Now with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Caruso. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And the Thunder lead. What a thing of beauty from James.
Getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
Outside Williams. Mitchell right side. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
For the Lakers.
Shot clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 3. LeBron with him. Williams picks him up. Count the basket. James has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Nothing in the game's quite as smooth as a finger roll. Great finish right there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't get it to drop for him. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
Pass to Doncic. Luka on the move to take the lead. Here's Hayes. Tries yet again. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Hayes has got the lead up to 1 now for Los Angeles. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to a nice shot.
Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this. I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And here are the Lakers. It's a 1-point game. Back to James. LeBron gathering speed. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's 17 points for LeBron. Pass to Hartenstein. And 101 left to play in the final quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. from deep three-point land. A rebound by the Lakers.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
He's perfect from the line this time.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. 23 seconds left in the game. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And so he's picked up his final foul for the rest of this game. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if someone opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
It's the first that narrows the gap to 1. And both free throws good for Williams.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made of as he's able to tie it up.
And here is Doncic. Count the ball. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Yeah, GG's.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
And the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
And really a complete lack of awareness. Seemed to have no idea they were out of timeouts.
A good point, Greg. It is. He just lost focus completely. Didn't have his head in the game at all at that moment. And a wide open look for James. And that falls. And so the Lakers take the win. It was a fantastic ball game.
Let us do it for the night, man. Let us do it for the night. That's how you go out there for nothing. We're gonna get back on this good ball for y'all, man. But I just pushed straight down there.
This for my city, this for my city, this for the that live in my city. This is for Ricky. Soon as you step in the city, you know this.